Hello and good evening, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to take some time to just settle in to one of our pre-K classrooms to meet with everyone tonight. If you are in and you're an amazing PS287 family member, hi, Miss Bruna, hi, Miss Nora. Please tell my Aubrey I say hello. Yesterday, I had a chance to see her in her room, and honey, she is reading. So I'm super, super excited to share with you guys some updates. So let me again say Happy New Year, welcoming you on. If you have a PS287 family member, friend, and they don't have Facebook, I just want you to know tonight. Hi, Miss Harris, how are you? I want you to know tonight that you can also watch this live stream on YouTube. So as I'm talking to you guys now, any of your questions or comments, hi, Mr. Foles, we're live now, and it'll be recorded on this Facebook page so you can share it later. And you can also share it on YouTube, okay? Hi, Miss Brian, good afternoon. My PTA is in the house, good afternoon, and my SLT, good afternoon. So one thing I want to share with you guys is a lot of exciting news that's happening at 287, and I wanted to take the opportunity to jump online and kind of share them with you and start what's called a principal-parent discourse. So on this discourse, what we're going to do is I'm going to share some thoughts, some ideas and things and updates with you guys, and you're going to share your honest feelings with them. Whatever you feel is fine. I would just say be mindful. This is not like the group chat that happens once a month, but this is live and direct. So just be mindful of that. And other than that, let's just have a go and continue to build a strong relationship. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys today is about an update to our programming schedule. As you know, the mayor has put forth the initiative that all schools in New York City should be pushing towards a five-day program. And so what that looks like is not every school in the city will have a completely 5-day program, but the goal is to provide an increased opportunity for students to come into the school building. So for PS287, what that is going to look like is that we're going to be meeting. Hi, Ms. Smalls, I see you. We're going to be meeting 4 full days a week in person. And in order for that to happen, I had to make some changes really quickly to the schedule, to teacher classroom setups, and to opportunities for all of our kids to benefit them all. What we found out as a school community, although our teachers are amazing and they put their best foot forward, we found that we, number one, benefited from the Friday remote learning. And what we found is that when we had those days, we were able to build our teachers' capacity around the work that they need to do to ensure that our kids are always ahead of the game. As you know, if you know me personally, I am 100% behind the idea that every child must have the opportunity to read 2 grade levels above. It's not an option. It's not something that we do in certain districts. It's not something we do in certain schools. It's something that every school should provide to students as learners to make sure that they are learning and doing their best and they are college and career ready. So some of that effort that we've done is that we've created an ILT team, which is an instructional leadership team, and we started meeting. We literally looked at the last 5 state tests from grades 3 to 7, because we believe every child should be reading 2 levels above, and looked at what questions are asked over and over again to get a frequency chart so that we're really targeted. One of the things that really hurt us as a school was that kids weren't showing what they know on state tests, and that gave us the low test scores, that gave us the state designation as a comprehensive school in need of improvement, a CSI school. As many of you know, we're the only CSI school in District 13, but I am also proud to say we're the only CSI school that I see with a live Facebook account, a YouTube account, a Twitter account, virtual bulletin boards, e-portfolios, and the list can go on and on and on. So we do our very best to ensure that we give you quality. With that being said, I'm going to share with you the new schedule and what that will look like for your students. So next week, on Tuesday, when kids return on the 19th, it will be the start of the first 3 days full in person and remote. And what happens during that week is that students in grades pre-K, students in grades K, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will have new teachers. And those new teachers will be able to provide them with instruction live and in remote world. So for my pre-K students, their new teacher would be Ms. Ford. Those that are in remote will no longer have Ms. Johnson and Ms. Best. I know they are strong. Parents, if you've made strong relationships with Ms. Johnson and Ms. Best, I know personally that they will still reach out to you and support you. They will still be 100% behind you, but they will not be your child's direct teacher. The teacher that they will have is Ms. Ford, who is in person. Currently in person, we have 8 pre-K students, and those 8 pre-K students are receiving instruction in person, and I think we have 2 that are remote. The 2 remote students will get the new Google Classroom links through a class newsletter. So every teacher in every grade created a newsletter that's going out to families tomorrow. So I don't want to alarm you. So that's the pre-K new teacher. I'm just gonna open this up. We will miss them. They miss you already, but they're excited about the challenge to focus in. As you know, if you've been in remote, my parents have been upset. Although you guys have been understanding, I have to be very transparent. I know you've been upset, and I probably would be too if my child only received 1 to 2 hours of instruction and I had to do the breadth of 4 more hours of instruction or make sure the child is online on top of managing a household. I can't even tell you how frustrated I am as a mom and administrator in a building. So to know that when you're home, these are some of the challenges that you're facing. And so because that quality wasn't there, it was another push for me to really, really push this work. So they'll miss you, but they're excited about the challenge to really work with kids from 9 a.m. all the way to 2:30. So I'm hoping that you guys are able to see. I'm going to open it up a little bit so you can see it fully. And I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'm going to try to see if I can see what am I doing on this end. So if you can see it right now, you're going to see that Ms. Ford, like I mentioned to you, is the pre-K teacher, and Ms. Espinal is our parent, as educational assistant that helps support, okay? In kindergarten, you'll have Ms. Ho. So Ms. Ho will only have 3 kids in the building, but Ms. Covington will stay. So those families that have had Ms. Covington, okay, got it. Those families that have Ms. Covington, she will still be there with the kindergarten. I see a question, Ms. Bruno, I'm gonna post it. And first grade will now, and second grade will have both Ms. Best and Ms. Johnson. So they will both be working together. Our numbers in the building are low because families have chosen safety and health first, and most families are doing remote in our building. So what that means is that you will have Ms. Best and Ms. Johnson. Their schedule is a little different because they'll be working together and differentiating their groups within their lesson to provide the needs for each grade level appropriately. And they have the support of Ms. Marshall, who will be in the building and who is a strong, strong educational assistant. So those of you who've had Ms. Marshall, you know that she's a strong educational assistant. She's strong with reading and literacy. For third grade, Ms. King and Ms. Pinkston will be together in person and they will be streaming remotely. So if your child is a third grade student remotely, they will have Ms. King again. They will log into the Google Classroom. Ms. King is excited. She probably has called you 3 times already, and if she hasn't, it's because I've been holding her back. But trust me, she will be reaching out to you with the newsletter and a phone call to let you know that they're logging in. Her para is Mr. Ellie, and we're looking to also add another paras, but Mr. Ellie will be here next week. For fourth grade, you will have Mr. Lore and Ms. Passad. So those families that have had that 3, 4, 5, and Ms. Passad and Ms. Kennedy were working the best that they can to meet every student. They will be working with your students in person and remote. Those of you that know Ms. Passad is working remote, so she'll be directly engaged with your student and they'll be coming together. And this is another way that we're gonna get all of the kids back together again. And the para for that room, we're looking to hire Mr. Francois back. So that's in the works. It won't be next week, but it should be the week following is my number 1 goal. And lastly, my 5th grade team is Miss Kay and Miss Taylor. They will be doing the in-person instruction and remote. So we're strengthening up our team. And our educational assistant for that group is Miss Perez. And she's already been working with that team. And so she's familiar with all the remote students. And we just wanted a strong, strong, strong program. So what does that mean? I think I've seen a question. I'm just going to stop sharing for a second. And so what does that mean? I see a question. What will happen when my child stays between two households? So your child should still log in remote. He will have a new Google Classroom. He will have his same email and same access. Mr. Law, Miss Passad will be reaching out to him. I've already seen the newsletter that they're sending out. They'll be making phone calls and reaching out to him, ensure that everybody's able to log in on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Now, at 9 a.m. is the beginning of their classes. They will go all the way through the 2:30. Now, there's some moments where your child will have to work asynchronously if they're remote, only because we had to provide tools for in-person a little differently than we do in a remote world. So he'll be able to log in, get the information, get the direct instruction from two teachers, and an educational assistant is the goal. Can you repeat the 4th grade remote, please? Of course, no problem. How are you? Good evening. How's Kamila? So 4th grade remote is Mr. Law. So my 4th grade babies get Mr. Law back and Miss Passad. They will be working in person and remote. So they'll be tag teaming, supporting them with instruction, and really strengthening up the work to prepare them for testing. Now, the state has not said that there's no state testing for 3rd grade and up, but we're preparing our kids because we know we have a lot of gaps to close. So we're being very, very intentional about instruction. So I mentioned earlier that my ILT team is looking at the frequency of questions. You're welcome, Ms. Bruno. And they're making sure that they answer them appropriately and prepare lessons and engagement around it to make sure that kids are answering them correctly. I feel like I said a lot, so I want to stop. I'm going to put all your highs and shout outs as you guys come up with questions so I can answer them for you. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find out as best as I can. Hi, Miss Smalls. How are you? Hi, Miss Costa. Hello, Miss Grazen. How are you? Sabrina. Hi, how are you? Let me get your question up. Okay, why do 1st and 2nd grade have to be joined together? I do understand the shortage of staff, but I feel as though the kids are already behind due to COVID. I absolutely agree with you on that. So right now, we are looking at possibly separating them, but next week is 3 days. So we're gonna see how best that works. This is a grade that has been together before, but I do hear your concerns. So if you will allow us, because we're gonna make sure that we have everything in the system, and then to separate. Another reason why we're doing that is because there's some special needs learners and some needs that need to be addressed, and that ICT classroom design. But I do wanna take that in consideration. What I do want to add as well for 2nd grade, if you're a 2nd grade parent, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. I know you guys have heard from Ms. Evans about the Saturday school that we're doing virtually. So kids do not have to come into the building. It is virtual. Saturday school is virtual. Hi, Ms. Wigfall, how are you? Saturday school is virtual. So that is our 5th day. So Saturday school is from 10 to 2. You will have to apply. I don't have the link in front of me, so I can send it to you, and I'll have Ms. Evans send it out. It starts this Saturday. It's from 10 to 2, and the idea is to close those gaps you mentioned from COVID. We want to address them, especially for our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And the teachers that will be teaching, it'll be a period for ELA, a period for math, a period for droning is what we've added, and we've hired tutors for the students as well. So they'll have a fun gaming period and they'll have a tutor period. So it should be fun and listening. It should be fun and engaging as well, educational as well. So I hope that answers your question. But I definitely am looking at that 1st and 2nd grade very closely. But I've seen how Ms. Bess and Ms. Johnson work, and they work really well together. And I feel that they will be able to address it, but we'll look closely at it. Okay, let me see. Ms. Gravesend, what are the instructions for students with IEP? So IEPs, I have to tell you this. This year, my teachers really have taken the leg, and I've had the best support ever. And Ms. Colin Patel, you guys will meet her. She has really, really supported students with special needs. Like, we are able to get to the students that need support quickly, reach out to supervisors quickly, email, get their IEPs on track, and we review IEPs every week. We also follow up with a special education meeting for our teachers to dive deep into strategies and scaffolds. As a matter of fact, today was another meeting with our care teams where we look closely at attendance. We look closely at what supports families need. So that's what our care team does. So if you have any concerns, I know that one parent that's on this line reached out to me regarding service providers. If you have a service provider and they haven't met with you, if they haven't followed up with you, if they don't email you, if they don't call you, it is a federal mandate that your child receives services. And if they don't receive services, we are supposed to hold them accountable. And if we as the school don't hold them accountable, then you can hold us accountable because these are your babies and our amazing scholars. So we have to be on the same team. So one thing I can say is IEPs are strong this year, and I'm super proud of the work. We are intentional about that work. So any questions? And I think you have Miss Kay, who is our district liaison. So Miss Kay goes to the district meetings and the Brooklyn North meetings and gives us more information on what's coming up, what documents need to be in place, what are some of the plans that the state is putting in place. So we're always on it. But if you feel that you're not getting the best, do not sit quiet. Don't get upset. Trust me, Team 287, we can take you at any temperament because the goal is to move your child. We don't take it personal. We take it as an assignment and something that we have to do with passion and with accountability. Let me see the next one. Hi, how are you, Miss Wickfa? How are you doing? I'm glad to see you technically on. What about remote first grade? So remote first grade is going to be with Miss Bess and Miss Johnson. They're going to be working with the second grade, and I beefed up and provided an extra opportunity for second grade through the Saturday school for second grade. So you should have supports, and you have Miss Marshall. I wish she was on the line so you guys can kind of see her and kind of ask her questions. And I should have done that with the teachers. So forgive me. I'll see what I can do during town hall or do another extension after town hall so you guys can kind of meet with the teachers and get a one-to-one with them as well. But you definitely are in good hands with them. And Miss Marshall, 100%. 100%. Let me also say this. I spoke to the district this week, last night, one of the district representatives, around can families who have students that are remote come back into the building? Yes, you can. You have to let Ms. Evans know there's a way that I can document it and get that done for you. And then if you are a family that is in person and you're like, listen, it's too many strains, too many things are happening, and I would prefer my child home with me, please let Ms. Evans know. The only way that we can support and help is by us being transparent and having those conversations. Hi, Mr. Sy. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm glad to see you on. Okay, Mr. Foles. Yes, thank you so much. We were just talking about this morning, and my other half and the team, y'all come together already, and I plan to go. Oh, thank you, Mr. Foles. Thank you. Mr. Foles is one of our PTA member. His wife is our SLT member, and I have to tell you, the more that you are part of the PTA and SLT, we strengthen. I know Ms. Bryan, our PTA president, is here, and she can definitely speak to the work that we're doing. The video I'm going to post of our PTA meeting last night, several of you that are online now had technical difficulties. I know it was posted on the PTA Facebook page. Ms. Bryan, please share that link. If you are on Facebook right now, please become a member. Please, I can't stress it enough, become a member. Also, if you are a member of PS287's Facebook page, make sure you become a member and like it, because then you can be a part of Miss Mouchette's family groups, right? So she has an opportunity for families to come together and talk about resources. And that's a Monday. I'm not on it. No other person is on it except families and Miss Mouchette, who is a better contact to agencies and supports and anything you need. If you just need an ear, she does that one Monday a month for families. And I don't want to forget this. So Ms. Bryan or Mr. Foles or anyone, just post that link. You're welcome, Ms. Neverson, no problem. And Mr. Foles. So tonight I wanted to bring that to you. Also on Saturday. So a part of the Saturday school, one thing that I believe in is that not only are we here to be a support and a benefit and teach kids, right? And to make sure that they are always college and career ready, no matter what. I strongly believe that that work happens when we support families. And because I believe that, what we've done is partner with the drone education team. Thank you so much. I see the PTA. It's Parents Evolving in Momentum. Please like that page now. Like that page now. Like that page now. I can't stress it enough. A strong PTA is a strong voice in a school. It is stronger than my voice. I'm pretty loud and I'm pretty passionate, but I cannot outbe or outweigh parents when they are determined and their numbers are large. Our goal this year is 100% PTA participation. And I have to be honest, we're almost there. We're almost there. I love what I see already. So let me just go back. So one of the things that we're doing this Saturday from 10 to 2 is providing opportunities for our parents first. Let me say this, really important. Our parents first. We have drone FAA licensed coursework. So what that looks like is there is now a certification for adults 18 and older to learn how to fly and get a license to fly. And it's really an aviation license. Like it's a mini pilot license, but for you to fly drones in the air and use it to record video, whatever it needs to be, but you have an official license. The reason why this license is important is because it gives you an opportunity to now market yourself, build a drone business. Someone told me a lot of the commercials you see for like Major World Auto, and they're looking at all of these cars on the floor, they hire a commercial drone flyer to take that video. So what we did was put in 2 adult classes that will help you take the test for this licensing. It doesn't matter if you have your college degree, a bachelor's, your GED, or you just said, listen, I had to take care of other things before education. I would strongly encourage you to sign up for that. Ms. Evans has that information. I know she's been calling, she's been texting, she's been reaching out, but the idea of Saturday in school doesn't work. I get it. But I definitely want you. Hi, how are you, Ms. Jones? I just want to make sure that you are aware that that's an opportunity for you, not your child, but for you to get that commercial drone flying license. Let me stress it again. It's an FAA license. So you'll be trained by pilots, people that have worked in the Air Force, and it's to help you get testing. I don't know of any school that's doing it. And I'll be honest with you, there could be 20 schools that's doing it. That is not my focus. My focus is 287 and making sure that we do everything in our power to ensure that students are really 2 grade levels above and their families are excelling in life. So I just want to make sure I say that. Okay, so let me see. I'm just making sure I have that. I'm going to post this up. Please join. And I'm going to see if I can post the link too. Ms. Wickfield, is it mandatory for kids to be in a school building? It is not mandatory. It is not. One thing that the state and the federal government have not been able to say is that it's 100% you must bring your child in yet. I know with the vaccination process, that's going to take some time. I don't know when they will, but I have to tell you right now, in person, we take every precaution, that is in place. And families, if you are home remote, we're pushing this new scheduling programming so that to alleviate that weight. We just knew that it was very difficult for you to support your learning with log on, log out, log in, and then come back again to do other things and make sure that they're focused and engaged and not falling asleep online. I think a few parents have seen when I jumped right in to a few lessons to make sure that people are not sleeping. So that's the goal. So let me just put your question up, Ms. Wickfield, so everyone knows it is not a mandate. The goal is to get kids in as often as possible into a new routine. I will give you an update. There's a recent meeting with principals in the city, and the chancellor met with us, and he just spoke about what we're looking to do. And we're looking to really, really strengthen instruction, really prepare our kids for the future. And so this experience through the pandemic has really shifted what education looks like around the world. And I have to tell you, the chancellor is really looking deeply at how do we provide effective technology? How do we effectively support our families? How do we make sure that everyone is on the same page and we're doing the right things when it comes to our kids, where we can rest knowing that we have a generation that's ready to take over the world? So I just want you to be encouraged that those things are coming down the line, and we'll use these platforms to build our voice around it. And I want to say that you may not like what's happening. Don't sit back angry. Get angry with us, and we will help you with that work. Okay? Let me see. Hi, Ms. Jones. Thank you so much, PTA. So I spoke to you about the schedule that's coming. You all will have a newsletter. My teachers are excited to do it. Kids will have most of their old teachers from last year during the pandemic, so we're excited to do it. If you know a parent that was not able to log in, please share this link so that they can log in and kind of get this information and be ready to go for next week. I got it. And I think Ms. Graves, and I posted it not as an embarrassment, but to share, this is how we all feel. We all feel that, some way it's this difficult and she's not doing as best as she can be. So one thing that I know with your baby, we definitely have Mr. Law, and then Saturday school, Miss K is teaching. So if you feel comfortable with the virtual Saturday school from 10 to 2, and I know that sometimes things are planned on Saturday, but if you feel really strong about that, please make sure she comes in, apply, and reach out to Ms. Evans. That application will be going out, okay? Oh, kids do not log in on Monday. It's a federal holiday. Monday is a great question. Monday is a federal holiday, so there's no remote instruction. There's no in-person instruction. And thank you for reminding me. I will again say that on Town Hall tomorrow, which is at 9 a.m. And before Ms. Mouchette, who's probably somewhere here hiding, has to remind me, tomorrow, grades 3, 4, and 5 are interested. Look at Miss Marshall. There's Miss Marshall is on the line for my first and second grade merge. Those parents, she's here, so she's making sure she's letting us know she's excited. For the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, 10 a.m. tomorrow is the middle school fair. It is the middle school open house, excuse me. So this year, 287 has taken an initiative to reach out to local middle schools and said, hey, we know you guys do an open house. We know we can visit you virtually, but we want an extra step. Can you come and tell us what your school provides? And so I think we have 4 to 5 middle schools. We have some junior high school students, some former 287 students who had their first year of junior high school. They'll be joining us during that open house and kind of sharing what happens. Remember, my goal is kids are reading 2 grade levels above, and they are college and career ready. So part of that work is getting them ready for middle school. So 3rd, and at 10 a.m. for our first ever virtual open house. I'm so excited about it because we would be going from the school that was the lowest performing to a school that takes performance and excellence seriously. Okay, no problem, Ms. Graveson, not a problem. Miss Marshall is excited. I just want to make sure I get everyone up. Okay. Last night's PTA meeting has been posted on your PTA FB page. So if you are a parent and you need to know what's happening with that PTA meeting, it is on that FB page. I'm going to try to get the link in the midst of it. Okay, Ms. Bruno, okay. Same here, Ms. Bishop. I've been having problems with Google Classroom as well. Okay, so I know that Ms. Kravchuk earlier in the year started like a parent tech piece, but we didn't give a lot of meetings around it. So a few things we're building on. I'm going to give you guys information about Parent University. So I know 287, we started it about a year ago, Parent University, but the DOE has their version of Parent University and it has how-to steps for you guys. So I'll get that out to you as well. But I think that what works is not just logging in, but also hearing from our teachers one-to-one. So I think what I'll do is just plan out maybe a Friday, just like a parent and me kind of segment that we can record. So I'll work on that for you guys, definitely. That's something I'll definitely do. Hi, Miss Pinckney, how are you? I saw Tristan rocking and rolling. I think it was a math class, and he was explaining his thinking. That's, again, Miss Best and Miss Johnson's class, so those babies are going to be rocking. I feel very confident in the work moving forward. One more thing I'm going to ask of you guys. I'm just going to share a slide with you. And in that slide, I'm just going to highlight what your child should see every day. And so, give me a second. There we go. In the Google Classroom, and I'm glad you brought that out. In the Google Classroom, all students should have a log-in opportunity, right? So you should be able to see and know what your child will be learning for the day, every day. It is something that I've been speaking to my teachers about, and it is an expectation that every day that you log in, you should see what the flow of the day is going to look like. So this is an example of something I showed to the teachers so that they know. So in your flow, in your Google Classroom, when your child logs in, you should see what time they log in, the activity in their ICANN, and the links for it. So it should be very, very clear. As a matter of fact, I was in a principal meeting, and it was one of the things that the presenter, the chancellor selected, has as an expectations for schools, that there is a clear understanding of what's happening. I was so happy to see it because I knew I had been speaking to my staff. This is what our parents need. I think we heard the cries of our family saying, I'm not sure what's happening. I need support. I don't know how to access things. And we said, well, give them a flow of the day. We used to use it in the building, so we can do the same thing online. So you should see that every day. If you do not see a flow of the day, please let us know so that we can reach out to the teachers, find out if there was a glitch, find out if they need support, because this way we're all on the same page, all of us on the same page. And that's the number one piece that I want to leave with you guys tonight. So next week, Monday, there is no school, there is no log on, there is no log off, there is nothing except rest and honoring and doing a day of service. Also on January 29th, I just want to share this with you guys. Some of you guys are from the community. Well, most of you are from the community. You may have heard of Mr. Edward Carter, the director of Youth Patrol. So our student government is working on a piece, and actually we have an Edward Carter committee working on some work. I'm excited. I believe it was mentioned in a PTA meeting last night. If you are interested in supporting this Edward Carter project that we're working on, please reach out to Miss Evans. She definitely has the hold on it, and she'll, get you forward with the group or, getting a voice. But I'm excited. I'm super excited about that. I love honoring people that have done great work, as we would be honoring Dr. King on Monday through service. So I'm super excited about that work. And I'll stay on a few more minutes. If you guys have any more questions, just post it into the chat. But thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being committed through a pandemic. Thank you for showing up through tears, through doctor's visits, through everything that you went through. I just want to acknowledge that this has not been easy, but you guys have been dedicated. And I don't care what anyone thinks or says. Because you're the lowest performing school does not mean that you're the lowest heart school or the lowest school that has passion. We are 100% behind you and with you. And I feel that my staff knows that you guys are with us as well. Here goes Miss Evans. She's saying good evening to all parents. And I know she wishes she has the link so she could jump in here. But I know Miss Evans. So, but definitely thank you, Miss Evans, for all that you do. Miss Hall calls you guys in the mornings and you guys answer her. I'm just so glad to have such a strong team. Miss Evans, they're saying good evening. So any questions you guys have, please let me know. I'll post it up. And if not, good night. I know that I have a few families that will be reaching out to me, so no problem. Miss Bruno, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. The way these babies are dedicated to the work, we had to give them more instructional time. We believe in the work that we do. For those of you whose students do sign up for the drone programming and the Saturday school on this week, that starts this week from 10 to 2, your students will be getting something special. So please make sure that you sign up. Okay. Thank you for your dedication. You guys, I'm telling you guys, I can't, we could not have done it without you guys. You make us eye strong. Anytime, Ms. Wickfield, thank you so much. I will. I'm going to get some rest, I think. Good night, Miss Bruno. Please give Usaya my love. Please get him to sign in. Trust me, he's going to do amazing in Saturday school. So reach out to Miss Evans. We were the lowest. You're right, performance school. Point of correction. We were the lowest performance school. We are evolving, strengthening, and strong. That's right. We are I strong. If you do not know, now you know. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. Anytime. Yes, Miss Pickney. Is the open house during town hall? The open house is going to be after town hall. So immediately following town hall, please log in. Please log in. The middle schools are ready. I think the teachers have prepped your kids with questions. So I'm excited because I can't wait to see our students ask middle school presenters, does your school have a high graduation rate? The students from your school go to specialized high schools. Like, I can't wait for that kind of conversation. I can't. So prepare your babies tonight. Will do. Is another I can receive the curriculum for second graders? The curriculum meaning the lessons that they need or additional supports. It sounds like you have more questions. So if you are able to, definitely call in tomorrow. And if you need to stop by, I'm here Monday through Fridays. So definitely I can make some time. And I'm usually here till about 4. I try to leave early on Tuesdays. Miss Evans, no comment. But I try to leave early on Tuesdays. But other than that, I'm usually here. So if you need to, I'll definitely make time to meet with you and kind of just support you with whatever you need. Definitely. It's not a problem. Please call parents. Please call or text me that your child will be attending Saturday school. Yes, I asked nicely. Miss Evans is demanding. It is virtual. They will be with you. They will be with you. They will be in remote. But the teachers I have are dynamic. I believe Miss Taylor, Miss Kay. Those of you that were here in the last Saturday school, there was a woman named Miss Smart, or you guys may have been part of Parent University. Miss Smart will be coming. She specifically will be working with second grade. She is a dynamic teacher as well. The drone team will be here, and practice makes perfect. So if your kids came home last year talking about Mr. Nick and how he supported them, he is the tutor that will be coming in. So my goal is to make sure we close as many gaps as possible. I do not know if there's going to be a state test. I think the next time we meet, what I'll do is I'll ask Ms. Evans just to see if I can answer any questions you have. We'll meet again in February. So you may have more questions around state test. You may have questions on, Ms. Bishop, what are you planning for next year? Is it going to be the same situation? What do we do with the iPads? What does graduation look like? Fundraisers. So any thoughts or questions you have a strong team, your PTA. Let me do my best to get that link, Parents Evolving in Momentum. Let me just make sure I get that in for you guys, so that you don't miss it. Evolving in Momentum. There we go. Got it. I'm just going to post it into the chat. Please share. Okay. And that's anyone, the Saturday school is for 2nd through 5th grade. I do not have a Saturday school for pre-K, K, and 1. And that's just because it's more beneficial for them to build foundations with you. And 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I just really want to close some gaps. I don't want them to feel that they can't. I always want to give them an opportunity to show that they can. I'm going to post up the link. And Ms. Evans, let me post this up. Ms. Evans is screaming, please come to PTA meetings. Definitely. In numbers, we are I Strong. And this is the link. It's Facebook /PS287 PTA. Let me tell you, you guys are powerful, powerful, powerful. So please, 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 please. And that's it for me tonight. I thank you guys so much. I have, according to my numbers, I think it says 13, which is a good number. It's really, really strong. I have someone on YouTube as well. So I'm really, really thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for all that you do. And I'm looking forward to continuing your work. I just want to make sure I speak to Ms. Neverson. If you can email or text Ms. Evans to let her know when you'll be coming in, or just call the school and ask for me, and they'll let me know as well. Okay. And I'll definitely follow up with you. It sounds like you want specific curriculum and supports, and I believe we definitely have some in the school. Okay. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming on. I am really, really grateful. Please share. And remember, together we are I Strong. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in Town Hall. Yes. I'm so excited. So excited. All righty. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.